So in this War Thunder video, we're going to be looking at the Tog II, which is now in the files and also in the game for War Thunder. So this is going to be the reward that you're able to get from doing all of the achievements for the Dream Come True event. I still have to do today's, but all of these is what you have to do to get this thing within the game. Now it's in the files right now, as in like no one actually has it, not even CCs. This is going through the wiki, being able to actually see this thing a little bit early, and it looks a little bit odd because it's missing the little MGs over here, and also it's missing the 5mm cannon, I believe right there. But it seems like that's going to be a modification, which I think's quite a good thing, because really you don't need to have that 76. But one thing that the Tog kind of does pretty well is that it can side scrape, funny enough. So with all the angles that you can put on this thing, you can side scrape with it. Maybe people won't shoot in here. You know, maybe people will shoot back here for some reason, because it's a very valid strategy for World of Tanks, if you remember. But at the same time, I feel like the Tog is one of those that we're just going to have to see how to actually play it, because I'm assuming some people are going to do the whole IS-2 route, where you play it from like behind and you get shot right there. Your engine would take all the stuff and your crew would be able to survive. But at the end of the day, if you're going through like a city map, your back of your tank is going to be a lot of your turret space. You know what I mean? So whenever you're coming in behind, somebody can just keep on shooting your engine over and over, and it may be a little bit of an issue. But at the end of the day, this is the Tog II. It's going to be a very interesting vehicle for War Thunder whenever it comes to everything. As you can see, here's the armor on it. You only got 76mm on the front. It does have a pretty decent little turret at 102, and it's going to be a battle rating of 4.7 and at least ground RB, which is going to be pretty cool. It's not really going to be, I would say, a meta vehicle to say. Like, I feel like what's going to happen is if you start doing well in this thing, you'll probably get either bombed or you'll get people start to focus you because you're the Tog. And, you know, the more and more that this vehicle becomes rare, you know, the more people quit playing War Thunder. It's just going to be kind of crazy to actually see, you know, Togs on the battlefield whenever it comes to the game itself. The other thing to note, I believe, is that it feels like, yeah, it's only 19.5, so technically you could get this thing MG'd from the air, which can be kind of a little bit of an issue with like 20mm or even stuff like 50 cals, which can always be kind of bad. Now, let's talk about the gun with this thing. This is the 94mm. It's not the 17-pounder. If you did not know, the Bovington Tank Museum, they've always said that the Tog had a 17-pounder on it, which, you know, for some reason, is something that a lot of people believed for a very long time. And then it turned out to be some dude went up to the tank itself at the museum and was like, this kind of seems wrong. Let me go up here, climb like a little ladder. I believe he had like a little stick, and he put it into the breech, or not the breech, but the end of the barrel of the tank itself, and measured it right there, and then was able to figure out, you know, what the actual measurement of it was. Now, at the end of the day, it's not really going to matter that much. I highly doubt this thing's going to keep a 7.8 second reload. It seems like, to me at least, the turret would be a little bit too cramped. Like, look how big those shells are to get into that gun. But, you know, if it's at 7.8, it's going to be really good. Highly doubt it's going to keep that. But it does have a really good gun for what it is. It's 204mm at a 10-meter range. It also has pretty all-right angle pin, like 156, and the 60 on the 60 degrees at 71. The cool thing about it is that we'll try to actually show it off in the test drive here. But the vehicle itself should be able to pin in like the Panther's frontal plate. Now, we did kind of miss that. But yeah, we'll try it out in a second. But yeah, as you can see here, while we reload right quick, you get these little MGs on the side. If you start to side scrape with those little MGs, I feel like they're just going to be APHE magnets for pretty much anything that ever shoots at you. But you also get the little cannon right here, this little thing. So if you see something like an SBA, you'll just be able to shoot it like that and be able to kill it. So maybe it's a little bit useful in a way, but I highly doubt it, to be quite frank with you. You also get a little MG, so if you ever have the MG stuff, that's always really good. But yeah, this gun should be pretty alright. I mean, I do believe it should be able to do it sometimes, but the only thing is it's not reliable. I believe you have to be within probably like 100 meters to be able to go straight through it whenever it comes to the game. But yeah, the gun itself, if it has this reload of 7.8 seconds, is going to be really good. I highly doubt it though. You'll just be able to just nuke everything whenever it comes to the battle rating of around 4.7. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about the Tog? Is it going to be something that you're actually kind of, you know, happy it's coming to the game? I believe I am. It's a very unique vehicle. I don't believe it's going to be like meta defining or anything, but it's going to be a vehicle that's just cool to have. You know, it's going to be one of those that you pull out in like custom battles, or you just feel like, you know, you're having a bad day in War Thunder, you want to remember how the Tog played. it's going to be one of those types of vehicles. As you can see, it's incredibly slow for what it is. You know, it's not got the best mobility in the world. Once you're really committed to a spot on the map, you basically would just have to keep going to that area over and over. But yeah, I don't know. It's going to be pretty good. 4.7 Britain is pretty an alright BR. You have a bunch of Fireflies and everything with the 17 pounders. I mean, I don't think this little HE can do much. Yeah, I don't even know how to really aim to that much. But yeah, it's just like a thing. Why is this not pinning? I swear to you that the QF Ram, which is pretty much the same gun as this thing, can pin Panther's frontal plate. But yeah, you can just go for gun breaches, lots more stuff. This gun seems highly inaccurate for some reason. It feels very odd. Hey, that one pin? No. You know what? Disregard what I said. It can do it. I'm 100% sure it can do it, but I would never trust it whenever it comes to this. Oh, why are you not going through? Gaijin. Come on, this is a YouTube video. You can't be showing to people I'm lying. Oh wait, what? No, it didn't go through. Wow. So, if you ever have a Panther, what you need to do instead of doing what I'm doing is just aim for this spot and kill it. Don't even try to do it unless you're like super close to the thing. But yeah, this is the Tog. You know, you do get your little HE launcher with that thing. And then you also have this wonderful 94mm, which would just do everything it hits, especially if it doesn't have any armor like that Panzer IV. But yeah, I'm highly suspecting that some people are going to play the Tog like this. You do kind of have a little bit of gun depression to actually play like this, playing backwards. So whenever someone would shoot you, as you can see here, the engine would be in the way and also the transmission. So maybe it will be able to stop some shells and also fuse them before they get into your crew compartment, which can always be a pretty good thing. I'm going to actually just go until I hit the thing, because I swear to you, I just think of Bennett sometimes. No, let's try to play it backwards a little bit. This is like the prelogue of the video in a way. Let's see here. Yeah, the rotation of the tracks is pretty low. As you can see here, you kind of have to move before it would actually like start rotating. Yeah, this is the Tog. It looks very weird whenever you're driving it backwards like this. Yeah, don't have much gun depression whenever it comes to everything. Not really sure how much it has in general. Yeah, you can get way more if you do it from the side. So you definitely want to like angle it in a way. So yeah, about right there is where you will not be able to get your like maximum depression for this vehicle. All right, let me see if I can do it now. It's because I swear there's like a range for this pinball thing. It's still not pinning. Hang on, I have to prove it to you guys in another way. But yeah, that's the Tog II. Overall, I mean, it's a free vehicle you can get from just grinding out events in War Thunder, which is always going to be a pretty good thing for War Thunder whenever it comes to everything. No, I don't want to test drive. Where's it at? Same gun as Britain. Is it rank 3? Yes. Is it like 100 meters? Yeah. Like, yeah, that pin. What about 400? Yeah, 400 is whenever it starts to struggle a little bit. But it should still be able to pin. As you can see here, it's the same round. So there, 204, 156, 71. But yeah, like I just said, I would not rely on that because, you know, as you seen there, it did not want to pin. Okay, let me bring up the mouse again. Or not the mouse, but the good old Tog. Yeah, same round. So you should be able to upper front plate Panthers. I wouldn't trust it, as you've seen how many shots it took there to actually do anything to it. And, you know, it kind of is what it is. So yeah, what do you guys think about Tog? Hopefully you do enjoy it. And this is kind of like just showing off the Tog for the very first time.